Wait. Yo, what up, everybody?
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Seb Bucket Boy, back again for another video.
I'm Suze the Dude. Today we have our special guest. We have the Russian prodigy, running god, from computer science and phenomenon, chess master, everything. I'm speechless. We have the one and only Russian handsome Mark Euclid.
What's good, everybody? Honored to be on the podcast. I don't play chess. I don't know why Sujay said that, but I respect the compliment. I appreciate
Gassing
it.
everybody up.
Yeah, I like that.
Mark,
So Mark, how you been?
Really long. When did you get a cut?
I went to Jack's. My guy. Wait, what's Jack's brother's name? I don't know. I went to Jack's. I had the appointment. It was nice. I wore the N95. Had to stay strapped.
That's what's up.
And then I got it literally 2 days after open because my hair is always so long. It's terrible. But
it looks good though. It looks fine.
Yeah, it's nice now. But it was so bad during quarantine.
I think everyone's hair was bad.
Yeah.
I mean, except for yours, Sebastian. You have a professional barber at your house.
You get a fresh cut.
That's a finesse.
Sujay's
Sujay's got his beard looking. I don't know if it looks good or bad, to be honest. Sujay's beard.
Yeah,
I got
a bit of
I
bad
been
hair.
growing it out because why not? Knowing I'm not seeing anybody, so
Yeah, but you got offers. You're just mulling your offers right now.
exactly.
You should have the whole look on. Beard, shave the head. Yo, your hair's looking good though. Going back.
Thanks, bro.
Sujay, have you been running?
Psych. I mean, yeah, I've been doing a mile every day.
Bro.
Just a mile. For
honestly-
soccer though, for soccer, not for cross country.
Bro, you're grinding for a season that might not even happen, bro.
No, I think it will happen. It's gonna happen in the spring, if not the fall.
But then you can run
And-
across.
Plus, I'm playing for the White Plains team anyways in the fall, so.
Yeah, you're just not about
And
to
it's about to be matched, bro. This fall's about to be matched best. So I don't want to overload myself. You dig?
Cross country's a relief. That's the best
I
part.
get. I'm not gonna lie. Cross country was a lot of fun.
It was so fun, bro.
It was not. I hate it.
Sujay, was the best part for you. Am I allowed to mention that on the podcast?
We all know what it was, but don't say that.
I know what it was.
Sebastian knows what it was. Well,
That
Sebastian
was so
did
fun,
track.
bro.
Track wasn't fun.
Oh yeah,
Track was more fun.
No.
Guys,
Track
don't
is
join
so
the-
much less fun. But cross country,
Not a good program.
Okay.
Cross country is good, but winter track is.
no. Spring track is actually pretty high. I enjoy spring track, but winter track is not that way. The meets are 7 hours for some reason. I don't even know why. It's just the most ridiculous thing. And
He came twice a week.
I just got washed. All right. Wait,
Yeah.
Sebastian, I can't really hear you. You got your AirPods in?
Yeah, no, not really. I don't have my AirPods in. I can't find them at the moment.
All right, I can hear you better now. It's fine. All right, so Mark, what you been up to during quarantine? Give us a day. Give us a day in the life.
so today I woke up. I surprisingly ran. That was nice. But I actually been wasting my time playing a lot of competitive Pokemon. VGC.
Hell
I'm
no.
actually nice at. I've broken to the top 300 in the world a handful of times, or on the website called Pokemon Showdown. I don't I have the Pokemon game on my my Switch. I have the Nintendo Switch, but the games go a lot faster if I play them online. So I prefer to do it online. So yeah, I waste so much of my time on that. Other than that, I got certified as a lifeguard, which was fun. I'm hoping to start
Oh,
working.
you're working?
Yeah, I'm hoping to start working soon.
A lot
Where?
of kids are doing something. I don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where are you working?
Manor Beach. Hopefully,
Okay.
it's fun. Yeah, my friends are there. A few of my friends are trying to work there too, so it'll be a fun time. Hopefully. And then yeah, that's I really don't do anything with my life. APs come out in a few days, and I already
Yeah.
physics.
That's a
and
topic to talk about. I'm scared. Have you seen the score distributions?
Bro, oh my god. I could we can go on and I can complain endlessly about how bad 2020
No,
APs.
I want to hear it.
Okay. Here's my argument. Okay, I'll start with the counter. A lot of people are yo, it's a necessary evil, College Board did all they could, all these different things. Tell me why? Because the College Board every year makes $900 million off of AP tests, and they couldn't create a website that submissions are easy. I don't understand like where you have to like it's like all this like people can submit all these bugs were happening like make $900 million off these tests. You can't create a functional platform even in like even though they had like 2 months. I still think like it's not that hard. Why couldn't we type into the platform? Why couldn't we do like all these things? Huge exception.
That's what I was saying too. I was like, you have to copy and paste it from the Google Doc. What?
Why can't you just type in like all these things? Another thing is that like you know the IB exams like they were straight up canceled. Like I just think it's because like they realized it's not feasible. Because like, are you really gonna sum up an entire year of like curriculum in like one essay or like yeah, Suja, your typing is really bad. Just so you know.
My bad. I was an intense battle. I continue.
My bad. It's all good. But like I don't think you can sum up an entire year in one essay or like 2 physics questions. And then also with the physics questions, like a lot of it is the luck of the draw. And I know like easy response to that is like it's a curve, but like the point is that like let's say like I study only 2 topics for the test and I study those like really in depth, like there's a chance that I can like get a 5 on the test. But like I only know a small amount of the material. That makes sense. Like
No, yeah,
push
that
is
makes
even
sense.
less. It's like 8 pushes 1 essay. This is about like it just does not like all these things. Like I understand like it was a difficult situation, all of that, but I do think there was ways to like make the test like longer. Like I don't know, like they're a professional testing company. Like they I think there should have been more like thought put in tests, and also like there's so many other things. Like people in like Europe had to take the tests, or like in Asia had to take tests at like 3 in the morning. I don't know if Sujay, if you know any Indian people would take it like hella early.
No, I don't. But no, that's true, bro. To be honest, I'm gonna be completely
Crazy.
honest right now. What was I say? Yeah, no. Mark's point about if you know 2 chapters, you have a chance of doing well, bro. I walked into the physics test not knowing a full unit. Literally took a complete gamble, and luckily, thank the Lord, I didn't get that on the test. But like, that could have been the decider of me like failing it or passing it. But like,
also it's because the test is short. Like one stupid mistake is valued a lot more. So like personally for me, like the whole anxiety of the test, and I know it's like a lot of people, like you're bound to like slip up somewhere, like you read something wrong, like you're bound to do something like that. And like you slip up on a larger test, it's nothing. You can get a 60 on the real test and you're good. You slip up on this test, which is 2 questions, it's very significant, you know, it can mess up the whole test. And yeah, I think especially with physics, first of all, like if you, like physics throughout the whole year, you're drawing free body diagrams, you're like drawing on paper, you're like annotating the problem, and they're like I don't understand how you do all of that online. It's just like BC Calc, like all these tests. I didn't take BC, I took physics. Like all these tests, just like it seems like the college board's like trying to be like doing everything they can to keep the deposits, and then like I know some people really value the college credit because like it does help and it does help them save money, but like
bro, basically the college credit should not be worth it at all, bro.
Like it's not like first of all, like a lot of schools are not that good with it. Like I understand if you're very low income, like maybe you take like it is helpful, but I just think like the give and take, like we all know that like the real purpose of AP exams isn't to give college credit. Like it's to help people get into like college and all of that. And I just think like it's like they did not for people like overall it's not like a fair assessment of a year's worth of curriculum in less than an hour. And then they also like for people in like Asia, for people like there's like all these lawsuits for people who couldn't submit. For like blind kids, they would ask for like better braille, or like I don't know how being blind works, but like apparently they just like did not support people with disabilities, and it was like you got to figure it out. And I just think like
yeah, I mean that's why they're getting sued left and right.
It's just whack. I hate the College Board so much.
And they said that if they don't finish the August test SAT in person, they're doing it online.
That's actually you can't have an online SAT, bro. If that happens, like, and they don't give like the date of the SAT when you submit it, like, that's actually ridiculous. The SAT.
I think lots of colleges are gonna say to all the kids like, okay, the SAT is not as significant as like other years.
That's not true. That's not true because like all the people who've taken tests in the past December and all that, it's unfair to them because they've already put the grind in and got their scores.
You cannot have an online SAT.
No, it's not gonna hurt you. I feel like if you submit a SAT, I don't think it's gonna hurt you. I just think it won't be.
No, I understand.
I haven't taken the SAT. I've not taken a official SAT yet, so I don't think it'll be as. I don't say as important, but like the colleges won't.
You're also nice at soccer though, so you're all good.
Yeah, facts. Stanford recruiting.
I still need it though.
Nah, I completely understand, and like, it's an unfortunate. My bad. It's an unfortunate situation, but I feel like the College Board's doing everything they can to like use that as an excuse and just like take money from people. Be like, we can, because Corona exists, we can have this like practically dysfunctional platform, not really like release that much information about the new tests. Like Sujay, the computer science test, right? Like you took it. The questions were just like I know they have the online like videos, but like just like the way the College Board words questions, it's always like, all right, we're gonna word this in a way that's
I
like
know it's so difficult to understand. It doesn't test your actual computer science knowledge. It's like your comprehension knowledge.
that, like those like verbal questions. Like I don't understand why you need, like, it was the weirdest questions I've ever seen, and like I don't know, like I think I did them right, but like they just like I'm
Yeah,
like it's
bro. And after seeing the score distributions now, like I thought College Board was gonna grade us like so easy because of the coronavirus, the pandemic, everything. Everyone.
no, Sujay, it's normally the same amount. Normally it's less. This year it got fives on the CS than like normally. Normally it's super high for five for computer science, but physics is low. APUS is way lower
Yeah,
than usual.
yeah. Physics is 8.7, bro. That's ridiculous.
Nah, it's
I wonder
actually
why. I wonder why they're grading. I wonder why they're grading so harshly.
I don't know, bro. It's so annoying. That's a
it's
BS, bro.
based
They
on
can't. They shouldn't be able to do that.
it's pretty similar to past year's curves, I think, except APUS is harder. But I just think like I really think you just shouldn't have had them personally.
Hey, but college board doesn't grade you. I thought it was AP Lang teachers around the country that do.
Yeah, I know. No, the College Board determines like it's not a curve. It's like the point value things. It's not, you're not curved based on other people. They have like college students take the tests and then they evaluate off that. I just don't know. Like I think like I just think it's just not like you could not like the test. Clearly, we all understand like they were not done well, and like I just think it's not like it's just not worth to have the test. And like I know colleges are gonna like take everything with a grain of salt, but it's just like something else that's just like another stress for kids. Like they really showed like the students are stressed out, like they don't have school, like all these things, and they really showed like instead of returning your deposits and like giving you some stress, like less stress, they're like like screw you, like we're just gonna like do everything we can to take our money and like make it like they do it as much to make it, I think, like presentable, where it's like they could make it feel like it's a legitimate test to an extent, and then at that point they kind of just stop. They're like, this is enough where it warrants the money and like respect from colleges.
You heard it here first, everybody.
I just like
No,
But I
no,
think
completely
it's the
agree with
same
that,
thing with the SAT too, right? Like, I mean, I think that the SAT doesn't really test you on. I mean, there's so many kids around the country that like, I mean, in this town, there's so many kids who can get tutors and stuff like that. But around the country, like, getting tutored is so expensive. So
Yeah.
I feel like the SAT does. It's
The
hard
college
for.
process in general is just like unfair.
Yeah.
Now, what I will say with the SAT is that at least like it's definitely better than the ACT. Like I've taken both. The ACT asks like the most random questions.
The
Like
ACT is
especially
easier, bro. ACT is easier.
it definitely is. ACT is definitely easier. Also on my science section of the test, the difference between a 34 and 36 on the science section of the thing I took was a question asking about igneous rocks, which is 8th grade earth science. I just did not remember that. Got one, like I was like, I'm not gonna say my score on the test, but like
It's a 36, 36, everybody. I continue.
I did not get a 36 on the ACT. I will say that.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, but I will say that like that igneous rocks question was stupid. The AC, like there was another question on the math section. Do you know like the standard deviation curve?
Yeah.
Like you had to memorize the standard deviation curve, and it was like it was asking about like the third percentile, which is we learned the standard deviation curve I think in algebra 1, like, or maybe in algebra 2, but still like you're not memorizing it ever. It's just like a like usually things questions like that, like where they're not really comprehension based. It's like, do you remember this random fact? I think are stupid. So the SAT does a little bit better like that. But I mean, yeah, there definitely is like so much inequality when you're talking about like tutors and all of that. I don't know. Like I hate tutors. I'm not gonna lie. Sujay knows I don't like it.
We're not gonna get into this argument. I'm just using my resources, bro. Like,
I have a really good math tutor. I like my math tutor.
bro, all right, but like, Mark, if you put into perspective, how many kids who score like really good scores on any standardized testing do you think do it without tutors?
No, definitely not a lot. But that's the problem with standardized testing. That's why like I know like tutors are gonna exist wherever, but I do think like low key, like I think like you should make tests. Like this is gonna sound like kind of like obnoxious, but I think not necessarily harder, but I think you should make it test different things. Like the SAT test's like very like I don't know. It's like kind of like there's like tricks to the test. Like Suja, you know, it's like there's different things you can do to like help you get the test. It's like I don't think it should be that like a test that I've actually never done well on, but I like it's ideologies like the AMC or like the AMC. You can like practice stuff and you can learn the
That's
math.
like subject knowledge though. Like it's like in-depth subject knowledge.
No, but it's also like your ability to problem solve. Like you can know like calculus and not do well on the AMC because you can't like. It's all about like having this knowledge, not only having the knowledge but like applying the knowledge. I think the SAT is like, you have the knowledge, but instead of applying it, like you use some trick that you either learned yourself or learned from a tutor.
Oh
But
yeah.
That's true.
I think like I think there's better. Like I think I would much rather have a test where it's like you apply your knowledge. Like, you get like, and it's like much more. I don't know how that would be done for English, but I do think just in
No,
general.
the English part of the SAT does a good job. Touches your comprehension. I think the English part of the SAT is fair.
I guess, but there are tricks to it. That's the only problem. That's like the general thing with standardized testing. Like, it's unfortunate, just like the situation that we have in this country. But I think, like, I guess like the counters, like, I don't think you should get rid of standardized testing, in my opinion, because if you get rid of standardized testing, you just like you value like other things, which like again like benefit people with like connections and like wealth, like people in like low income communities, like let's say you want to get into like a top school. I know like colleges understand your low income community, but you do want to have like if you get rid of like standardized testing, it puts a huge emphasis on your extracurriculars, right? And then like in that sense, like if you have more money to like go out, like if you have more connections and like more resources, you're obviously gonna have better extracurriculars. So at least the SATs like definitely like puts people at disadvantage, but at least it's not like a blatant disadvantage as like I think valuing extracurriculars to an extent like it can get really corrupt because at the time it's like who do your parents know, things like that.
Yeah, like you can travel all the way out
Alright.
here.
I feel like Mark's throwing so much shade at me right now, and I'm
I'm
gonna
not throwing
defend
shade
my
at
name.
Sujay, we can talk about that. I'm not like Sujay. I know you and I know you're smart, but there's also people in large amount that I can't specifically say on this call that I would say if we weren't recording that I know are not like that, and but do have like these huge accomplishments or like they like.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. No,
I'm not talking about you
I do
because I
too.
know like you use the resources, but there's some people who don't necessarily use the resource. Like I feel like you. I mean, extracurriculars. The whole point is to like learn and take something away and make yourself like a better student, right? And it's like I think it's pretty obvious that like something like I don't know, you like take a lot away. Like I mean, like I know you're like nice with the robotics and all that, and you learn through that. But there's people who like parents will throw them into like some college friends like business. They'll have this like very nice looking internship for college, and they really take nothing from it but like something for college.
Exactly. No, that's completely true. Like, I have like cousins whose dads organize like this whole entire volunteer organization, and literally, her mom is doing it for her on her name. She has like 5,000 hours of volunteer hours on her college application, and she has like a 80 something GPA and like a 1,300 SAT, and gets into like Yale and like Stanford.
Bro, I'm so nervous for college. Yo, when college admissions happen, I'm deleting Instagram. Like when the results come back.
All right, now you're doing the most because, bro, at that point you can't control anything. Like it's
No.
what it is.
I'm deleting Instagram because like, okay, like I'm secure in myself. Like I kind of know who I am. You know, like let's say I don't get into the school I apply early to. Like, it's whatever, it's fine. But like, it kind of does make it sting a bit more to see like all these other people get into this and everyone being.
Bro.
So that's why I'm deleting Instagram. Also, it's because like I don't really want to see like a million posts being like, yo, you deserve this, like you're the best. And then like it kind of like low-key, like I hate that. Like I don't think there should be like I know you want to celebrate with your friend. Like, why do you have to tell everyone what school they gone to? Like, why can't you just
Bro, I'm saying right here, Mark and Sebastian, whatever colleges you go to, I'm proud of you no matter what. And I know that both of you work really hard. So if you guys have WCC, respect. Anything, bro.
No, same here.
No, but no, I completely understand you. Like, bro, I hate not only like even this year when seniors are getting into college, not only does it stress me out more, I'm like it kind of just makes like they're rubbing it in your face, like damn, I'm going like no shade to anybody but like Duke or like something like that. Like I get it, like
no, yeah, it's a no, but like yeah, I just don't think like why does it have to be like after May 1st, like you're cool, like everyone's at the college, it's fine, or even like after like April or whatever, you're there, but like up until that point, why does it have to be like such like an outward matter? Like we don't like the thing is like our school does like
This is just for our school, bro. I feel like other schools it's not as like
So it's
rampant.
just saying like we live in like a rich boy community. Like it's
No, I
always
know.
like,
I'm saying like in our school, like let's say if we like go to like a I don't know public school in the middle of the city, like PS 190 or something, like they're not doing this.
well, yeah, but like I guess we go to a good school. I think it happens everywhere, but I think the thing is that I like. It's just like college admissions are the one thing which is like no matter how hard you work, it's kind of arbitrary. Like it's like kind of like
Exactly.
there's a very big aspect of like chance, like the way things work. Like we don't have like we don't have class rankings. We don't have like all these things. So it's like if we're not having like a competitive environment that's like straightforward and not nearly as arbitrary, why are we like glorifying like all these and like people get into college? I understand you want to be proud of your friend, but like why does it have to be like a public matter at that point? Why can't you just like be proud of your friend?
No, I agree with Mark because I went to a party today. I'm not going to say the kid, but like he's going to a college, and it was just an easy family thing. Like we just celebrated his like him leaving town. Like over the years, like how our relationship with him, like as a family, it just that's cool. But like I'm not going to go around posting on my Instagram and Snapchat story like, "Yo, good luck at this college. Like you deserve everything you had." Like I'm not going to go around because number two, like I mean. I think it's just bragging in other people's face as well. Because what if another kid who sees that wanted to go to that specific college? Then it's just like, that kid's gonna get all like sad and stuff like that's gonna be tough.
And like, yeah, I 100% agree. Like, it's just unnecessary, especially with early admissions, because so many people from our school get into great schools, regular decision, but you end up just like having this huge like extra like anxiety placed on you that's just unnecessary. Like, do you really need like? Is the point of getting to college so you can tell other people about it? Like, is that what you pride yourself off of?
Facts, bro. Like, bro, like I'm saying right here, like I haven't visited colleges because of Corona, obviously, but like let's say like I'm going to like some safety school, like some student school. I visited like Stony Brook per se. I visit like MIT, and bro, if I
Safety school.
huh?
Never mind.
Or not? I meant not. I didn't mean. I meant state school. Sorry, state school. I mean, let's say I'm going to state school versus like an elite university like MIT. I find myself to fit better at my state school. I'm gonna go to my state school like if I feel like it's better for my future. Obviously, it's not gonna be as prestigious of a degree and all that, but like where I feel like I can do well and excel in, and plus I feel like your graduate college doesn't matter nearly as much as where you do your master's degree or whatever.
I mean, it's like what you want to go into, Sujay. Like,
all right, but like let's say like throw it out there like doctors. If you want to become a doctor, you do pre-med like. Your bachelor's degree doesn't matter nearly as much as like where you go for your master's or your PhD. Like my uncle who makes racks, he went to Iowa State University when moving from India, and then he went to Yale for 4 years to do his master's and then PhD or something. And like I feel like it's not where you go to college, what you do at that college. So I feel like no matter where you get in, it's about what you have in your knowledge, your skills, your work ethic, all that. So that's what value people are. Not really
I definitely agree for a field like medicine because like a field like medicine is all about like you have to have a good MCAT score, like all these things. So like colleges will take based off stuff like that. So it's like where can you thrive, where can you learn? But like also I will say like if you go to a better school, like you're provided with those connections. You're definitely like more businesses are looking for like people out of Ivy Leagues than they are out of like state schools. Like that's just how it works. Like people like want to like have these good schools. That's like some sort of merit to tell people. But
that's true. I think you said this like to tell people like I'm not to tell. I know you meant, but like let's say like I go to a state school. I don't want to go to MIT and be depressed for 4 years and have to surround myself with quote unquote nerds who I'm competing with, who I can't like keep up with. Versus let's say I go to state school, I enjoy it a lot better. I love the ambience. I love everything. I would much rather go to my state school. Like, obviously, I know I worked hard in high school. I know my capabilities and all that, but like, I still like rather go to like a school where where I feel best fit.
Okay, wait. I have a question. Like, this is a great conversation. Do you guys want to take call-ins? Should we do that? Should we have a call-in?
Like who?
Henry Bova. I think he'll come and ask a question.
I mean, sure. Make sure you can hear him though. Like, put him close to your mic.
Oh, here, wait, yeah, I will.
And if make sure he's not asking any messed up stuff.
No, I think it's the same thing with soccer too. Like, you could go like, for example, I can go to like, I'm not going to this college, but I can go to Stanford and not play a minute in my entire 4 years as a college athlete, right? Or I can go to another college and play all my 4 years, start every game. Like it just, I mean, yeah, you want to go to the biggest school, but it depends where you're gonna improve your future and like your career, you know?
No, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, obviously, like going to an Ivy League, name of that, the prestige that comes with it. Obviously, that's all great. And, like, obviously, people like dream about that being like you being there, your kids being there, like everything. Like, I'm gonna say right here, my parents are Indian. They're literally like, they're like, CJ, we want you to go in Ivy League. Like, that's like my goal for you. Like, my mom wants to go to Cornell and all that stuff. Like, sure, I'm down to like do all that, but they're only there for like the prestige and the name. Like obviously they care about my future, but like it just shows how America brainwashes people to show that like people who don't go to these awesome institutions are not like as smart. Like I'm sure there's kids at like Rutgers who are just as smart, if not smarter than heads at like Stanford. I'm just throwing random schools out there, but like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Henry Bova unfortunately could not call him. He bailed out. He was texting. He wanted, but he said that he didn't have any good questions. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's unfortunate. I feel like I always talk about college. I know Suji and I are both like stressed out about it. That's just like that pre-senior year stress. But I feel like we should talk about like a more lighthearted topic.
Yeah, facts. No, but like talking about college, nothing wrong with talking about college. Like I feel like the more I talk about it though, the like actually never mind. But
CJ, I always tell you this, bro. Relax. It's gonna work out, guys. It's gonna work out, honestly. Like it's going to work out.
Nah, that's my point though.
It's easy for Sebastian to say when you have offers from like Dartmouth and like every Ivy League in the world.
Guys, it's gonna work out. Don't worry.
Nah, Sebastian, it's okay. You got my ultimate respect for that.
No, yeah.
I could right now like getting like we can bring up female rowing, but I'm not even trying to argue about that right now. Like that, we can all not even argue.
We all stand in the same. We all stand at the same spot for that too. So we don't have to discuss that.
We don't have to discuss.
Wait, what?
Just y'all know female rowing and getting recruited for that.
Oh my God! Give me a break. What is like who? Like what? Like what? Like I just never seen someone. I mean, all like ultimate respect to these girls. Like, but I mean, wow.
No shade to anybody, of course.
No shade. But like, those are some
a lot of people.
Like,
a lot of people who get recruited, they're great people, but I disagree with like the institution of female rowing. Especially lightweight rowing.
I'm not educated on the subject of female rowing, so I can't really.
I'll tell you something from my perspective. So my sister's in 7th grade right now, going to 8th grade. She's played like tennis her whole life, and tennis, tennis and swam. But my parents are trying to get her to do rowing just for college purposes. She doesn't like it. She's done it before, but just for college purposes. But it's like a cheat code. Like literally, if you do rowing, you're good at it, good at what you do. It's a cheat code to get into any school you want to go to.
But it's not things like it's hard work. I'm not gonna denounce the hard work. It's not like you don't work at all. It's not like a
hard work, but like hard work.
But everyone works hard. That's the thing. Like
yeah,
the
exactly.
grind. Like Sebastian, I don't know what offers you have, but like if you do those offers, like the amount of grind you have to be and like how talented you have to be to get like Ivy League offers for a sport like soccer is so much more than like a niche sport. Because female rowing is also it's a very like expensive sport to do. So you end up like it's not like that widespread throughout the country. So it's just like these really high income like places. Like you essentially like it's like a 1% sport. It's like a sport that like you can only participate in if you're very wealthy, have the abilities to like travel the country, and like I mean like if I'm speaking incorrectly about this, I would love for someone to like talking about it and educate me. But I do think like I commend them for working hard, but I like the work versus like output that you get is way more. If you understand what I'm saying, like anyone can work hard. Like
that's a fact.
I guess I have a new topic you guys want to talk about. I don't know if it's so hard, but like I feel like I always like I feel like everyone thinks that they work really hard. It's just like something I've came across lately, and I was thinking to myself like, damn, like people look back and they're like, I work so hard and like all these things, and I think like. I mean, we go to Mamaroneck, which like really like commends people, and it's not like a competitive university. But I look back at high school, and I'm kind of like, I could have grinded harder. You know what I mean? Like,
bro,
not trying to be like that.
Me too. No.
Like
grinded what though? In what? Like in school, in sports?
Like kind of like outside school. Like I could have done more things. I could have like for like something like I never really tried on the AMC, but I've always been good at math. Like, why didn't I try hard on the AMC? Should have done that. Whatever.
No, facts,
Like-
like, bro, but like.
But I think
obviously,
also,
like,
I think people also like say, oh, they tell other people that they've been grinding, so that like they don't feel guilty that they haven't been. You know what I'm saying? Like when they want to like tell people, oh yeah, I've been grinding. So like that truth kind of gets triggered in their head. Like, okay, yeah, I've actually been grinding when they know like deep down that they actually haven't, but they just want to like tell people they have, so they feel that they have as well. You know, like. I mean that's what
I do think though, like I think MHS kind of sugarcoats things a bit, to be honest.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
I
like,
do think
in
like
what way?
we're like it's freshman year, they come, they're like, yo, don't stress out, like it's freshman year, like it's okay, like your grades are supposed to go down, like it's fine, and like freshman year is so easy. We should go and then also like in general, people are like, oh my god, like I understand people do really struggle. I'm not trying to denounce people's struggles, but like in like for some in other like they're just, I don't know, like I have European parents, Sujay's Indian parents, Sebi, I don't know where your parents, but you're a very talented person, so I assume your parents have like a similar regimen to our parents. That like I think like feeling like you're working hard is different than like you can work hard, like, and you can always tell yourself you're working hard and you're gonna think you're working hard, but like it takes like a different level to like achieve that stuff. And I feel like I kind of wish that like people like people at MHS, they're always like, everyone's always commending you, like everyone's always like, yo, like don't be too stressed. And I understand like there's reasons for that, but I do think like I kind of wish it was a little bit stricter, like schools.
I feel that.
I just not like, I don't know, like class rank and stuff I would enjoy to have. Like I'm not
We mean like
number
class rank, like smartest kid in
like
school.
just like GPA, like GPAs are published.
Yeah, low key, like I'm just curious, like
I mean
not to compare
competition,
myself with anybody.
like healthy
It just helps
competition
you, exactly.
is super. I think it's healthy. Like people like it's the American way where like you don't want like I'm an American person. I'm not trying to be like super condescending, but there's definitely like a little bit of like my parents are immigrants. Like I definitely grew up in a little bit of a different culture where it's like I do think like
so did I.
I really think like competition and like it's like a healthy thing. Like you don't have to be like at each other's throats, but I do think like my best friend Get Malashag and I are both like pretty good students, and like I don't think I nearly would be like where I am today. Like I'm not saying like I'm in like a great place or anything, but like I don't think I would have achieved like as much as I have if it wasn't for like having like a good like friendly competition with him, things like that. Like I do think like I mean like, of course like you want to surround yourself with like great people, but like I just think like competition does drive people sometimes. I know like some people become like anxious and all that, and like but like I don't know, I think there should be like less of like a sugarcoating, like, oh, don't be stressed, like it's fine. Like you can sugarcoat like college admissions because like that's different because college admissions there's so much like other factors, but like when you're talking about GPA, when you're talking about like all these other things, like I think you should have like there's ways to have friendly competition, and I think like that's nice to have.
No, yeah, I agree with you because I think competition, like healthy competition, or even like toxic competition. For me, what I've learned, like if like healthy competition, it helps me. But when a guy's like, when my like say in soccer, like the other goalkeeper is talking like he's talking mad shit about like whatever I'm doing. Like I feel like I'll perform better if when he's like in my ear and like, or as if he's like encouraging me as well. So I mean, either competition kind of helps me, but I think that like I don't think we should show like everyone's GPA though. You know, like I think that's kind of crossing the line of like privacy and shit.
I mean, privacy, like, bro, like I feel like,
bro. Sujay, there are some kids in this town that if you piss them off, they would literally like just violate you with like not you, but like say someone like with like a 75 GPA, like with like they would like publish that everywhere. Like this. Some parts of like privacy that need to be. I mean,
so you're motivated not like I'm sorry, like if you have a 75 GPA, like there's definitely external factors that can be like maybe I would love to have like optional class rank. To be honest, I think that'd be cool. Where it's like
bro, but then no one would do it unless like they like believe that.
No,
like,
because if you had a healthy competition, it would be fun. Tell me that would not be fun.
It would be fun. We should do it for senior year at least, like just for senior year.
No, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, we should create like a league, like Make people sign
We
contracts.
should. That
Make
would be
people sign,
fun.
like you take pictures of your screen senior year report cards, and whoever's the highest GPA like wins something or something.
That actually, tell me that would not be that would actually okay. But the thing is, I'm
That,
taking
that,
hella
would motivate, that
APs.
would motivate me to work harder, bro. I swear. to
That
God.
would, yeah, for me too.
I'm taking hella APs, but it would, yeah. I do think so. Like, okay, maybe like if you just had like the right type of competition. Like, I know it's hard to establish that environment, but I do think we should like the MHS environment. Like, it's kind of like I honestly think it's somewhat like ignorant. Like to be like, oh, like you're fine no matter what. Like, I know like some of my friends who like thought they like they had like maybe like an average like a 90, and you go and like you think like, oh, I'm above a 90, like that's a good grade, and you're like not like if you have a 90, I think you're barely in the top like 40th percentile, which is like it's still good, but like I just think like people don't really understand like what like how hard they should be working until like you have the aspect of competition.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
school, like I'm gonna be totally honest. Like in school, like I do not work like at all. Like I mean, I work hard, but not as hard as I do in soccer.
you got the grind in soccer, so I respect it, you know.
But like school, like Suje knows how hard I work, and it's not that hard.
Bro, but to each their own. Like Sebastian, like bro, like obviously, like I can't compete with Sebastian in soccer, but like knowing him, like we talk a lot. Knowing he's like whenever he's like on his grind, he's sending videos of him like running and stuff. Like that just motivates me more to like, bro, everyone's out here grinding. Like I gotta get on my grind. Just not even for only soccer, like for academics too. Like if I see like Devlin or Mark sends me something about like them doing like computer science or something, like damn, I gotta get on my grind now.
I never sent anything about that. What are you talking about?
No, I'm just like I'm just saying random stuff like
That's
like
I never. If I
I
send you
open
anything,
the Globe, I read the Globe, and I'm like, oh, this guy did this thing. Damn, I got to pick up my game or
yeah,
something
facts.
like that. I love
Everyone
that
read the
competition.
Globe. Reading the Globe. Yo,
Bro,
if
like,
anyone
I
wants,
love that.
if
I
anyone's
love that
listening,
competition.
Yeah, I agree with that competition. I just don't think we should like be sharing everyone's report cards. But
I guess if
I mean,
anyone,
I wouldn't be opposed to it, but like, obviously, like, I see what your breach of privacy, I guess.
we'll figure it out. But if anyone wants a copy of the Globe, I have approximately like 400 of them at my house. If anyone would like the most recent graduation issue, you can read about like all these cool things about graduation. It would be dope because I have so many.
Mark, we'll just shout you out right now. Guys, if you want Mark, stop. Yeah, I'll stop.
Especially if you're a girl, just stop by Mark's house, pick up the Globe, chill a little bit, and you can leave.
It's not like that. If you're a homie and you want to pull up, we can have a great time. You know, we can
guys, we will put Mark's address in the description, his Instagram, his Snapchat, his phone number. If you want to hit him up for
his
the Globe or for some fun pleasure time, that's fine by me. Just hit him up, and he's down to do it.
That's wild. Male or female. You know,
whoa!
No,
that's accepted here.
That was a joke. Only female. But I respect people who do like either. Or in between. Bro, I feel like I'm afraid that like something we say on this podcast in like 50 years isn't gonna be politically correct, and I'm gonna be canceled as like 35 and like I don't even know what I'm saying. Like I'm trying like the college board just gonna like take over society. They're gonna become like it's gonna be a dictatorship, and they're just gonna kill everyone who like shat on the college board.
College board, we apologize sincerely. Your testing accommodations were great this year. Like I was able
but still,
to,
AP
They should
Lang.
have had the March test. Oh my god!
What?
They canceled the March SAT 2 days before it happened.
Bro,
Like they should have.
school that week. We were in school that week.
We were in school that Friday, and we could have just taken it that Saturday. Like, oh my god! Sorry, I missed that.
There's a March AP?
No, March
No,
SAT.
no, SAT.
Oh.
That's wild.
Thank God I didn't take that. Thank God. Oh my God.
Wait, you're taking the one in August, Sebastian?
I think so.
That's what's up, bro. They better not have that online. I'm sorry.
Your boy's grinding. His score keeps coming up. Let's go.
That's hype.
No, where Sebastian's score is, he can't get it up. It's at the max.
no, it's not even close. It's not even close to what you guys do. Oh my God, what you guys do is insane. I can't even.
What about you guys? You know what Mark does?
yeah.
We have the same score. What are you talking about?
You guys, I don't know how you guys do it, man. I just don't. I can't sit for 3 hours. I can't sit for an hour and just read like what reading what? Like I just
think about it, bro. It's a 1 hour of your lifetime. It's
on the
define
third
your, like,
on the
college
third
experience.
passage, I'm literally thinking about all the soccer highlights. I'm thinking about Netflix. I'm thinking about my shows. Like, I'm thinking about anything but what I'm reading right now. It's just oh my god, and that's why I can barely finish a section in time. Barely.
It's just the grind.
What else have you been up to over the quarantine?
Me?
Anyway, yeah, sure you. Yeah, you're a guest. Yeah, see you.
Bro, I don't do anything with my life. Like this makes me feel bad about myself because I literally
Do you watch any
Bro,
Netflix
no,
shows?
bro, we're all in the same boat.
I know. I do. I have something. I've been watching hella anime. I'm not even gonna lie. Not hella.
Oh
a
my
bit.
god, what's his face? Marco talks about this too much, bro.
No, Marco watches Naruto. Like, okay, Naruto is like good anime. Like it's like I know it's goated, but the problem with that for me is that it's dead ass like not even 800. I think it's like 1,000 episodes,
Screw that.
Really? Jesus.
which is just like
What have you been watching? Avatar?
I watched Hunter x Hunter. That was pretty good. I like that one.
Oh, bro, yeah. I've seen an episode of it.
Bro, it's so good. Like it's actually
I don't really
ridiculous.
mess with anime though. Like, it's not like my type of show.
Okay, it gets a bad rap because a lot of people who watch anime are like pedophiles. So like
Yeah.
it gets a bad rep. But I do think that Hunter x Hunter is very good. Like
I like reality shows, bro. Not reality shows,
Bro.
like Breaking Bad's fire.
not all that stuff is good. Like, but like like
Shout
I'm
out
telling
Connor
you, like-
Shepard for recommending me that show. Connor Shepard.
nah, like I do think there's a bit where it's people are like afraid to watch it. Like I just because people are like,
Dude,
I don't
mean,
know.
I used to like anime a lot. I used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh every single morning.
Yeah, bro, same. Like I actually did.
I never was into anime. I don't know why. I just never got into it.
I think
I never
grew
was
out of
into it until recently.
I either grew out of it or I just like don't like it anymore, or like I don't know.
Nah, yeah, I feel that. I think we're
Oh,
getting.
you know what I had? Yo, you know what I had the other day?
Ooh, what's up?
16 handles. Oh my god, so good.
16 hand, the frozen yogurt place.
So good. Oh my god.
That is gas, bro. Oh my
So-
god.
Yes. It's so good. Oh my god. I can't even explain it. It was so good. It was so good. I had this.
All right, I think we're at 42 minutes. Do you want to just go to the hour mark, or you want to just like cut it like 45?
I think it's time to cut it. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, it's kind of getting dry, not gonna lie.
Okay, let's do some
Good.
closing statements.
Mark, it's been a while since we hung out too. We got to do something.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
go.
maybe if you would run a bit, Sujay, we could run together. But you know,
Bro, I mean, I'm down to run. Like, hit me up.
you're not about it.
Yes, I am. But I run every day.
You run a mile, bro.
Bro, hit me up sometime when we out.
I think I've been running a little bit. Nothing like too crazy.
I mean, Sebastian's little bit is like 10 miles.
No, it's not. I wish, but no. I've been running hills a lot actually. I haven't been running a lot. Like I don't run like long. I just run like hills. And
I
then
think
when
you could be a good sprinter, Sebastian.
I would, yeah, but I just can't like hold myself to it. Like I can't. I just don't get how like running. Like is cool. Like I do like soccer. You run in soccer. You run, but like I just don't know how I would be able to just run as like a sport. Like just do the thing that I hate the most. Like I can run instances of a game. Like okay, I'll run here and then I'll rest. But you have to run for 2 miles straight. Like screw that, bro. That's not for me.
Yeah, that's tough. All right, so closing statements. I'd like to make a few things before, just so it's on record. I think Frank Ntilikina will be the best player in the NBA by 2025.
Oh my god.
Like state that he's my boy. I think honestly,
what are they doing for the NBA? What are they doing for the NBA?
It's
there's like a bubble. Nah, they're at least definitely by like he'll be an all-star eventually. I'm calling right now. Frank Ntilikina will be an all-star sometime in his career. He's the boy. He's goated. He's actually insane.
You guys play 2K?
What?
You guys
Nah,
play?
I don't know. I've never played just because, like, I don't know. I have an Xbox, but I haven't set it up for some reason. I just like I bought one for my friend, and I just haven't been using it.
I'm gonna give a hot take right here in retaliation to Mark's point. I feel like Dennis Smith Jr. is gonna be a better overall.
Bro, he sucks. Dennis Smith sucks. He's absolutely horrible.
God, are you
He's
stupid?
absolutely
He's so
terrible.
young too.
Bro, he's bad at basketball. He's bad at basketball.
I find Kevin Knox. Kevin
He
Knox.
just sucks.
Kevin Knox,
Kevin
they're
Knox.
all Frank. Bro, you do not watch the Knicks. Frank is by far the best young player in the Knicks besides RJ Barrett. But RJ Barrett is like, Frank's just so handsome. Like, I don't understand how you could not like Frank.
All right, we're cutting the podcast right here, guys. It's too late.
Yo, anyone hit me up if you want the Globe. That'd be really cool.
Or if you guys want to hang out with Mark, especially the ladies, if you guys want to hang out with Mark, hit him up.
I mean, Mark's already.
Mark, how are the girls treating you, bro? It's late in the podcast.
Bro, I don't talk to women. Like, it's just a tough scene.
I don't talk to women. Oh my god.
I don't know what to say.
I mean, Mark's plate is already filled, but like, if you guys want to add anything on, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been on what they call the grind, so I unfortunately haven't been able to talk to girls.
You can't talk to girls.
B-words
have a conversation.
No. I'm telling you, I'll pop off eventually. Like, I'm just waiting for my time to shine.
Dude, this
I'm waiting for the right one.
Mark's showing glimpses of his potential.
Yes, he has. That's true.
But like that was like, I don't know. That might have been a one-time thing.
Bro, no, it's not. It's not.
Would you want it to be more than a one-time thing?
No. Like, it's definitely a one-time thing. That specific example, but I'm saying, like,
would you want?
Like, but like
would
me,
you want?
I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna answer that question. But I'm saying me, like, pulling that tier was a one-time thing.
No, it's not, Mark. The boys got your back.
I will figure out eventually.
Mark, listen up. I give you the ultimate respect for that. Well done, buddy. Keep grinding.
All right, bro.
Sebastian, what are you talking about?
Bro, we all know. Okay.
I'm talking about what you guys are talking about.
Don't say anything.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either, CJ.
I'm talking about Mark's phenomenal smarts.
But that's what I was talking about, his grades.
Oh, word.
Wait, what? I thought we were talking about something else. I thought we were talking about, like, whatever.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like, I have no idea.
I thought we were talking
I was talking about his grades.
Bro, what?
I was talking about his handsomeness.
Yeah, I was talking about his grades.
This is terrible. Cut this from the pod. Cut this from the pod.
No, we respect our guests, though. Mark, thank you so much for coming on, buddy.
Yeah, Mark, thank you, man. It's been a pleasure, my dude.
I love it. I don't want your stinky shoes, CJ. Get a better giveaway.
We have people who want them, bro.
People want them?
Lining up. Our friends are lining. Yeah.
Damn, that's wild.
Guys, we took a break for a little bit just because with fame was getting to our heads. We needed some time off.
We had to take a break.
We're back for business though.
We pulled the Nelk. We pulled a Nelk, and we wanted to relax and take a couple weeks off of like guests.
Yeah,
but now we're back.
Opener with Mark Euclid, the one and only.
Peace.
You got to come back on one day.
Track, but like, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I really appreciate you guys having me on.
Dude, it's been a pleasure.
Of course, my guy. You're back on one more day too, and we're doing a show. Actually, no, I'll mention this after. All right. Peace out, everybody. Subscribe, like, drop a comment.
Peace out, everybody.
If you're still watching, comment Mark is handsome. Peace out.